What is a buyer's agent? What is a listing agent? And what's the difference? That's our topic today, and we'll get started right after this. A listing agent helps people sell property. They're responsible for things like meeting with the seller for an initial consultation to discuss all the details of the current real estate market, helping the seller to determine a fair price for the property, a price that will cause the real estate to sell and not give away thousands of the estate's equity to the buyer, and helping to prepare the real estate with cost-effective repairs, helping with staging the home and marketing it. Buyer's agents, however, help people find, shop for, and purchase properties. The buyers and sellers agents have similar goals: to get their clients the best deal by leading, guiding, and protecting their clients, and to ultimately closing the home sale. But their responsibilities through the process are very different. So, what is the difference? When it comes to selling a house, it might seem like there are a lot of professionals involved, and honestly, there are many people besides the buyer's agent and the listing agent in many different areas of service that are part of a real estate transaction. Each side of the transaction, both the buyer and the seller, will have representation at every stage, and it could be difficult to keep the parties and who they work for straight. Two professionals whose functions are important to distinguish are the buyer's agent and the seller's listing agent. Although they should work in the interest of the different parties, the most basic differences between the buyer's agent and the seller's listing agent is that they represent opposite interests. Basically, the buyer's agent is responsible for making sure the buyer gets the best deal possible, and the seller's listing agent does the same for the seller. Sometimes the seller's listing agent can also represent the buyer, but this is pretty rare. All this being said, the skills required to be a buyer's agent and a listing agent are similar, so agents often represent both parties, just typically in different transactions. Some will find that they really enjoy working on one side of the transaction, and they will then specialize in that. But don't be alarmed if your listing agent has represented buyers before and vice versa. So let's dig a little deeper into what is a buyer's agent and what is a listing agent and what is the difference. Again, the buyer's agent and the listing agent, they have similar goals but different responsibilities. The buyer's agent wants to help their clients buy the best home for the best deal, meaning the cheapest price, and the listing agent wants to help their clients sell their home while protecting the estate's equity, meaning get the highest price. And how we reach these goals is what sets our responsibilities apart. Let's now get into what is the difference. These are a typical listing agent's responsibilities. 1, meet with the seller for an initial home consultation where we do a full walkthrough, provide recommendations on how to address cost-effective repairs, declutter, clean, stage, and talk about how to present and set a listing price of the home, making it more desirable to the home buyers. 2, we provide the seller the details of an approximate cost for contractors to perform the recommended repairs. 3 is to help with soft staging the property if they decide not to hire a professional stager. 4 is to hire a professional photographer to take photos of the property for marketing purposes. 5, place professional signage at the property. 6, again, help the seller price the home correctly to ensure it sells for the highest price, best terms, in the quickest amount of time. 7 is to develop marketing materials and a professional website using the professional photographs. 8, schedule open houses and private tours of the home. 9, ensure buyers are pre-approved for a loan and ensure they have the funds to complete the purchase. 10, we attend home inspections. 11, we also attend the appraisal appointment. 12, negotiate inspection issues with the buyer's agent. 13, assist in solving any title issues. 14, assist in coordinating communication between the title officer, the seller, and buyer, and so that there are no surprises when completing the sale. 15, address any loose ends before closing. Number 16, we assist with the closing process by making sure the seller has the correct documents and completely understands the documentation. 17, we earn between 2.5% and 3.5% commission, depending on our agreement with the buyer's agent. The seller usually pays a commission of 5 to 7%, which is then shared with the buyer's agent. Now let's talk about the typical buyer's agent responsibilities. One is buyer's agents help buyers locate good sources for mortgage loans and assist them in getting pre-approved for a purchase. 2, they map active, under contract, and recently sold properties that meet the buyer's criteria to give them an understanding of the market. And the idea is to show buyers in which neighborhoods these properties are located and how fast they sell so that they can make a reasonable offer when they find a home they're interested in. 3 is to make the appointments to tour homes and drive buyers to these appointments. 4 is they advise buyers on the resale potential of the home. Number 5 is to help buyers analyze the price and value of a home before making an offer. 6 is to explain the standard offer form and provide advice on whether they should ask for further contingencies. 7 is to recommend trusted home inspectors and suggest additional inspections if they feel that these are necessary. 8 is to attend the home inspection and assist in interpreting the results and negotiating those inspection issues. 9 is to help in reading necessary documents like homeowners association documents, title commitments, and more. 10 is coordinating communication between the lender, title officer, seller, buyers, so that there are no surprises at closing. 11 is to monitor the loan commitment and ensure that the buyer doesn't do anything like make a large purchase right before closing that could endanger their funding. Number 12 is to assist with the closing process by making sure the buyer has the correct documents and understands what they say. 13, the buyer's agents earn between 2 and 3% commission depending on their agreement with the listing agent. You may ask, who pays the agent commissions, the buyer or the seller? The answer is the seller usually pays a commission of 5 to 7%, and that fee is then split between the buyer's agent. As you can see, the buyer's agent and the listing agent have different roles but similar goals. They both want the best deal for their client. They want the sale to close, and they both want their clients to feel good about their experience, so they will introduce others to them, and in the case of an estate situation, tell their attorney that they had a great experience with their listing agent. Educating yourself on the different roles can help you interview prospective listing agents and then decide who will be your best choice to help you through the entire process. I hope you found this of value. Please hit that like button. Let the YouTube algorithm know that this content is good. Go ahead and comment down below. And if you want to be notified of my weekly videos, and you wouldn't want to miss any of them when you're involved with an estate situation, go ahead and hit that bell button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. See you next week.